everybody. Welcome to the Johnny Laing Show with Johnny Laing and my super special, super duper special guest, not only for me, but for the world. And that's my good friend, Jason Rampage. Jason, how are you doing, my friend?
Great, man. Great. How's everybody going, man?
Good. It's good. You know, there's a reason why I asked you to come, and I'm so glad you did. You have so much going on in your life. I mean, dusk to dawn, baby. That's what you're about. And you know what the great part about it is? It's not about you with you. That's why you're here. It's not many out there like you these days. So let's just, I want to start from just your entrepreneurial standpoint, and that is your little business that you have going. And what's the name of that business?
So, my firewood business is called From the Backwoods.
From the Backwoods.
That's right. I'm in partnership with a good friend of mine, Will Smith. Basically, this is our COVID job. So it started out, you know, in March, we were sitting around the bonfire collecting free wood off of Facebook, you know, gathering stuff,
right.
gathering. And I was like, and then we went to Bogger's Farm in Westminster, looked down and saw them selling stacks of wood for a certain amount of money. And I was like, you know what? A light bulb.
Right.
Right in my head, ding. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it clicked. And I was like, let's bring that to Dundalk.
Now, is this your second year or third year doing it, or more?
This is 6 months, ever since COVID hit.
That's when you started this stuff.
Yeah.
So this is, yeah, I guess so, right before that, because that's when we started having fires, because we couldn't go anywhere.
Right, we started in March, and what I do, I'll deliver your liquor, some firewood, cigarettes if you need it.
And where will you deliver it?
The local Dundalk area.
I'm talking about through the back.
Through the back. Yeah, that 15 stack through the back.
That's
for $10.
That's your favorite little funny saying that you always have there. Yeah. How'd that start, through the back?
Okay, through the back started out through a good friend of mine, Lemons. Mike, he's a Cockeysville cat. He lives out San Diego, and we always were just saying, you know, we just want to get it through the back or from the back, rather from the back than through the back.
Right, well, either. Through the back doesn't sound bad either. As long as it's not through your back.
That's right.
So now that's just your saying.
It just
stuck. I love it. Every time it cracks me up.
And you know, basically what we do, me and my friends, we come up with these sayings, and the more you say it to people, and the more you say this dumb shit to people, it'll stick, and other people, everybody will be saying it.
You know what? You know how I know that's true? What's my name? What's my name?
Johnny Laing.
That's right.
Yeah.
My name's John Laing, but you say Johnny Laing enough.
It's got a ring.
Yeah, everybody said Johnny. Okay, so business. Hey, by the way, any locals, you need the firewood, etc. You heard everything you had to say. I'm going to put him down there in the description on the YouTube. Facebookers, you already know him. Hit him up. He'll take care of that business. Okay, so next is, you do a lot of charity work. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody around that does as much as you do for others, which seems like that's what you're always looking out for other people rather than yourself. And one of those things is Soup for the Soul. And that's kind of close to my heart because I'm a Dundalkian. Mm-hmm. And tell us a little bit about what you do over there at Soup.
All right, so Soup for the Soul originally started out in St. Rita's Church or whatever, and we were there for like 30 years or whatnot. Wow. And then we just now switched over to Dundalk Methodist Church right around the corner.
Kind of going down a little bit.
Yeah, so we just did that, and we've been there for probably about 2 years now, going on our second year. Everything's going great. We're giving back to the community.
Absolutely.
We're freaking.
It's nice to see. It's nice. What I like to see is the kids. You know, hear these people are waiting in line, and you know, this could be their only meal for the day.
Right. Right.
That's what so makes me feel good. These kids are getting some damn food.
Yeah, and the one thing is, I try not to post too much like on Face. Some people get a little bit pissed off, like, oh, you're looking for praise and all this stuff. My main goal is to inspire others to come and help me out.
Right, raise awareness.
This town is it's a little bit rough, man, and it's getting rougher.
Yeah, but you know what though, Dundalk is a resilient. The people of Dundalk very resilient.
Right.
It's going to bounce back. But you know what? It's going to bounce back with the people like you
Right.
that are out here saying, look, you see me and these guys and these folks and ladies and gentlemen out here serving the community, and if we all do it, and then there is no more poor after that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one of your biggies. Another biggie is the Independent Order of the Oddfellows.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So a little bit about the Oddfellows. We were created right after the war, down at the park down there. Like they were just
We're
created.
talking about the War of 1812?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we've been around for that long. Basically, a guy, his name is Thomas Wildy. He created the order, and we've been, like I said, we've been around for that long. But it's kind of dying off because all our older guys, they're dying off. So we need some new blood in there. No kooks.
No kooks?
No kooks.
You guys let me in.
Uh,
That's the border. That's the line in the sand right there.
yeah.
That hurts a little. So what kind of things are you guys doing over there at the Oddfellows for the community at large?
Okay, a little bit about us. There's 3 letters. FLT. Friendship, love, and truth. That's what we're about. We're honest guys, man. We're out there trying to help the youth, help young people out. You know, the kids, we throw our Christmas parties, chili cook-offs. We run this program
I
called...
was at the chili cook-off.
Yeah.
You made some damn good chili.
Oh, I'm still champ.
Still champ. Time to get dethroned, baby.
Man, we'll see. So, so we have this program. It's called the Odd Saint Nick program. So we will be feeding families. Well, not feeding them. We'll be giving them a Christmas, collecting all kinds of toys. That's our own little thing. And, you know, they have the Toys for Tots. That's our own thing, Odd Saint Nick. So that we'll be doing that.
For Christmas. And I'm sure a lot of other stuff.
For Christmas and every Christmas, too.
Now, there's also the Grand Lodge, and that is up on North Point for now. Is that moving?
I don't think so.
I thought I saw a for sale sign out front of there.
I'm not too sure about that. Like, we're North Point number 4, Edgemere.
Right.
And they're them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But they're still
We're connected.
right, somehow.
Yeah, the Grand Line, they're over us, but, you know, we're our own entity, really.
Right.
You know, we're branched out, but, you know, yeah,
Doing your own thing.
that's right.
Okay, big one here. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go to big one, there's something kind of new that you're involved in, and I know that it's kind of on the down low, and I know you don't want to get into it too much, but these are also an excellent group of guys. I mean, and folks, and they're also doing very similar to what the Oddfellows are doing. Just give me a quick. I know you don't want to say too much. Just give me a little bit.
So, a quick rundown of this, man. Shout out to the Bearded Villains. I'm a hopeful in their order, or their chapter, or whatnot. This is my first weekend, you know.
Any spankings, like they make you go through a spanking line, and they all got paddles.
Well, I better be from the back.
From the back. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, so this is my first weekend, you know, being a hopeful. Really good guys. They're about the same thing. The Oddfellows about charity, friendship, honesty. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we couldn't ask for a better group of guys, man. And you know, it's no trouble. It's all a big family.
Right.
It's fun.
Just another fraternity.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I hope that you get in there, and you always know if you need me in any way, if I'm available. You know, I like to meet them guys. I know a couple of them guys.
Right.
But they definitely are a good group.
Yeah, they're about the same stuff I'm about, and I like it.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
That's right.
Okay. Now here's something that I know zero about, and we were chatting about it earlier, and I think that I want to know more about it. And that is called Reiki?
Okay, it's called Reiki.
Reiki healing.
Reiki energy healing.
Okay.
So, a couple years ago, this girl, I went over her house, and she's like, man, you should let me do some Reiki on you. Reiki
did you
healing.
all get naked for this thing?
No, we didn't.
That's awful.
That's
God,
a different Reiki right there.
that's Frankie. Anyway, right? So this is some kind of Indian.
It was actually originated in Japan.
Oh.
Right. And this girl, she's like, let me do Reiki on you. She didn't know what she was doing, but she had some type of energy in her.
Right.
And she gave it to me. Like, I'm talking to you right now. This hand, it's like I feel like heat coming out of this one, and this one's cold. It's like it's some spiritual.
She did something to you.
Yeah, she gave me her energies, right? And I was like, all right, so I'm gonna look further into this. And I went to a couple Reiki practices out in Rosedale, but then I looked deeper into it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take Reiki level 1, and I drove all the way to Salisbury. Met a really nice lady, Stacy, out there. She lives on a farm in the middle of a wildflower field. It's freaking beautiful, beautiful place. So she attuned me to Reiki, energy healing.
Right.
And
you say she attuned you. What does that mean? I mean, was it a ceremony? Is it a massage? Is it food, drink?
No, it was actually she broke it down to me, every aspects of Reiki energy healing, the history and everything.
Okay.
And she did a Reiki session on me and a couple of the other people that were there, and basically just told me like what I need to know when I'm doing Reiki healing on anybody and what my intent is and everything like that. It was attunement. It wasn't nothing like. It was basically a session on me. And
that's where you were naked. Everybody was standing out in the woods. Hey, what was that movie? That was the witch movie. Witchcraft. They're all standing out in the woods and they're summoning the power of the earth. I'm kidding.
Hey, but like I said,
I believe in all that earth power stuff.
I'm looking to bring it a practice here in Dundalk and.
So okay. What is one thing? Let's say that you wanted to. What is it? Heal me?
Basically, I have you lay down on my massage table. Right? It's deep relaxation.
Right.
It relaxes the crap out of you.
Right.
And when I'm doing my practice, I want you to let me know if you see any colors, any smells, even seeing people that passed away.
Right.
Really spiritual.
It can take you somewhere that you've never been before.
Yeah.
Freaking
yeah, it's and one thing that I know is when I do practice on people, I have to have the intent of love.
Absolutely, yeah.
Love yourself. I have to practice on myself Reiki energy healing every day, and also for me to level up, I have to practice on 50 people. But I'm doing a million things at once.
I know, we're going to get into that. I mean, look, we're not even down the list yet here. We're just getting started. But, okay, so that's another a part of your list here of things.
Like I said, man, I want to bring it to Dundalk. People, they see a massage table, they're like, oh, yeah. How about a happy ending?
And you're like, from the back.
Like through the back, yeah.
And you're like, hey, extra 50, you get whatever you like.
Yeah, $50 is $50.
$50. So, what about your missionary trips? Man, I'm telling you that we've been talking about some good stuff and wonderful things that you do for the community and the people in the community, but that's your heart doesn't stop within the borders of Dundalk. They don't stop within the borders of the state of Maryland, United States.
Right.
So what's up with that?
Before I get into that, one of the reasons why I do all this giving back and everything, I got depression and stuff, right? So it helps me more than it helps people. It makes me feel better doing all this stuff. You know what I mean?
That's I love you.
Yeah.
Look,
thanks,
that's what makes you and what you do.
It helps me more than it helps them.
Even though that's probably not true, I love you for. I mean, that is what makes you who you are and so wonderful. Because no matter what you do, travel across the damn world.
Yeah.
Just to help people, and it's just to make yourself feel better.
Soup for the soul is good. but that's not enough for me.
Not enough.
Let's
You
level
gotta
it
go,
up.
baby.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So give us a little bit of the missionary, and not only that. And we were chatting a little bit earlier. There was another special part of that for you, but so why don't you start with what made you even think about that, and then the rest.
Okay. The missionary trips, right? Back in the day, I was working in a club with a guy. His name was Danny Diamond, right? And I've been following him online for years, man. He's been going to Haiti, all these mission trips, and I'm like, man, that would be so awesome to do that. And I just came to the conclusion a couple years ago, I'm tired of talking about this stuff.
Right.
Why don't we just manifest it?
Right. Make it happen.
Yeah. I know him. I'm cool as crap with this dude. Like, he's my brother. So my first mission trip was in Honduras a couple years ago. Amazing trip. I learned so much with the people, culture, everything down there, man. It was.
Did you eat the food that they ate?
Yeah, we did.
Was that rough?
Yeah. More than half the mission house, we caught a stomach bug.
So, what was the food? I mean, what did they eat? I mean, obviously you were there because it was very poor. So, what was the food?
The food, it was Spanish, Latin type food. The chimichurri, the best chimichurri I've ever eaten in my life. Freaking awesome. The cheese, no.
No good.
No.
Is that what got everybody?
I don't know, man. I feel like it's the different bacterias and enzymes in the food.
Right,
like, we're not used to eating their type of food.
Right, especially because our food is so processed.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're just bam. And
one thing I learned.
Who knows how long that chicken's been hanging out before they cook it?
And then another thing I learned, in America here, we fatten our cows to kill them and eat them. Cows really look different than the cows that we see.
Right, our cows are like, yeah.
Yeah, but the cows they really have their ribs sticking out. Like, they look like they're like malnourished, but that's what they're supposed to look like.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of wild.
I mean, when you're making food for a nation, I guess you got to do the processed part and try to preserve the food, and that they just don't have those things.
Also, another thing I learned about America, our poor people are fat.
Right, our poor people aren't poor.
Yeah, the poor people in different countries, yeah, you can see that. Skinny. Legs all skinny, and it's like you can see, like, that's poor. That's poor.
Well, bringing that, and you're talking about your skinny legs and all that. There was we were chatting a little bit earlier, and just basically about you, and there was a special young man down there that you got real close to, and even got close to sponsoring.
Yeah.
Junior.
Yeah, Junior, man. This was a cool dude, man. I mean, I don't know really good Spanish or whatever, but it was just something. I had a connection with him, and his neighbors, they had a little bird. I want a bird now.
Birds scared me.
It's probably a bad idea to have
mean.
a pet bird. But this bird chilled on my shoulder all week, and we were digging trenches. We basically made outhouses for the people. Right, we made 2 outhouses for them, digging in these holes, 6 feet, well, probably deeper than 6 feet down. And then in that process, I did meet Junior, awesome kid. His family, like, you can tell, like, he was slow. His freaking legs are so skinny, man. Like, his legs are all messed up and stuff. I think his mother was malnourished when she was pregnant with him and stuff. But he really got through with me, man, and I was gonna sponsor him, and it would have cost me probably $145 a month. But I have support with the community. I could have thrown fundraisers and everything.
Absolutely.
So they called me back and they said he's pretty well taken care of, man, in the CDI, and the CDI is like basically their school, and it's it's a school and they feed the kids and everything. So he's pretty well taken care of, but. I still wouldn't mind just shooting his family, you know, a couple dollars, you know, at least to
Right, make them the rich people in the neighborhood.
And the beauty of it, it's not like one of them freaking commercials that you see. It's pay this amount of money to sponsor a child. I actually get to see him every year.
Right.
And watch him grow. Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's pretty awesome.
But yeah.
I gotta do it.
Like I said.
Talking to you, kid. We gotta do it.
Like I said, man, we visited a place called Choluteca, and the city was called Limon. And this place, the people there, they lived in sheds. They pretty much they're sheds. They lived in sheds, put together.
The size of the studio here?
Smaller. Yeah, smaller. Sheet metal, freaking. Yeah, it was a rough place. Honduras, plenty of gangs. You know, I'm showing these guys my tattoos and stuff, and they're looking at my cell phone and wallet. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're Baltimore City.
Right.
I can tell.
Right.
I'm gonna back it up, Terry.
Right.
Put it in reverse.
Put it in reverse.
Yeah.
I won't have to be knocking no kids out here. I'm supposed to be helping these kids. You know.
But that's what, you know, gangs and stuff. Man, we're gonna stay away from all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But they're heavy down there, and it was sketch. Yeah, but yeah, that was my first mission trip.
And you plan on going back?
I plan on going back.
And you have to raise the money for that?
Yeah, hopefully I could get some assistance again with throwing a fundraiser with the Oddfellows, and hopefully with my new brothers, the Villains, man. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, Johnny Laing's not too shabby at throwing fundraisers as well.
That's right.
So I mean, I'd love to help you get there. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're into how wonderful you are, and you are pretty wonderful. What about your DJ business? Your DJ We haven't even all this.
Yeah.
And then you're also a very popular DJ in the Baltimore metropolitan area. Give me some of the names of the local bars, and how'd you get started? Just give me a little bit of what you got.
How I got started with the DJing business. Years ago, I was 19 years old. It was my birthday. My parents, they got me my first set of turntables. Started DJing vinyl records, learning my trade. 19 years old. I backed off of it, picked up the guitar, just, lived life. And then I just finally got back into it about a year and a half ago. Went digital. No lugging around heavy record crates no
right.
more.
Oh man.
Yeah.
DJ's got it made these days.
It's still heavy crap you gotta do, but
you ain't gotta carry around fucking 900 records.
I know,
CDs.
Yeah. Killing it out here, man. I first started out DJing at Poplar Inn.
Right, I know Poplar.
Derek, he actually helped me out. Strowman Entertainment.
Yeah, that's my boy.
He helped me out.
By the way, last podcast, the Strowman Entertainment. After you listen to this wonderful one, go back a couple because we have more in the back. Look ahead.
So he gave me a shot, man. Got my name a little bit out there. Of course, Poplar Inn. That's a local little. They need a band there. Right. They don't need a dance music or whatever. They don't need music like that. They need a band.
Right.
Classic rock.
Yeah, they're older folks in there.
Yeah. It's the locals. So I started out there, branched out, went to Looney's Pub in Canton, just hopping around from bar to bar to bar. So I ended up, I'm DJing at the Avenue Tavern every other Saturdays, as long as I don't have any other gigs. I'm killing it with weddings, car shows, car meets, Wits End Fab Shop, tattoo shop, grand openings. I'm really looking to be the in-between DJ between bands. You know, so I can go enjoy the band, enjoy, the party.
And still get people
go up there
for the next band.
Go up there, show off.
Right.
Come back.
Enjoy.
And then show off again. End the night off. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's my goal.
Well, you know what? Hey, bands. Hey, everybody.
I'll keep the
that's
people
your boy.
in.
You know that.
I'll keep the people in.
People will come see him and they say, oh, the bands are here, but we'll come see the DJ. Oh, yeah, other bands are here. We forgot.
That's right.
So the DJ business. By the way, again, YouTube-wise, everybody, look down in the description. I'm going to have the Soup for the Soul. I'm going to have DJ Rampage. I'm going to have the Oddfellas. And I'm going to have everything down there so you can find out what everything. It's going to be a list of about 20 things down there. But that you see what our man's involved in. And I'm telling you, it ain't quite over yet. Okay? Before I ask you, well, let me just ask you one quick question. And then I'm going to get into my favorite part. This is quick, brief. I need a brief answer. $1 million, found it, tax-free. What do you do with it? First thing, quick.
Ooh, oh, crap. Costa Rica. I'm going to Costa Rica.
Is that for fun?
That's in my heart, man. That place is
Oh, you're going to move there and live.
Shit, I'm buying a house down there.
And then you're going to do what you do. You're going to help people.
I'm going to live in paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so before we get out of here, this is going to be my favorite part of this whole thing, because you're a fucking nut, and you know this. So you were on Judge Springer, which is his later, after Jerry Springer show, Springer, and there was a meme put out of you, of you making a face out there, crazy. But give just quick on that, okay. and then we're gonna get.
All right, Judge Jerry Springer. Of course, they found my case against an ex-girlfriend of mine. So they found my case in the freaking in Kelso Drive. They must have saw I was a strip club DJ, Jerry Springer. He's all over it. He's like, man, we need this guy. So they flew me out to Stamford, Connecticut. I went on the show. I got paid very well. Had an awesome night out in New York. Excellent food, everything. Man, that was crazy.
Yeah. So and then now, did she get paid?
She got paid as well.
Everybody got paid.
Yeah, and she didn't have to pay me. They paid what she owed me to me. Yeah, they paid her judgment.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And you went out and partied and had some good
out.
dinners.
And
did you guys hang out?
Yeah, we hung out.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're no bad blood.
Yeah, Stamford, Connecticut. We hopped on a train, half an hour to New York. Grand Central Station. Had an awesome dinner at Carmine's. Yeah, Judge Jerry, man, I was nervous as hell, man. I had to be funny in the beginning. I had to be funny. But at the end, I'm like, freaking nervous, man. All them cameras and all them people there.
Right.
Jerry, he was a cool guy. Everybody was cool there. They, yeah, I don't know, man, I'm like, speech, I can't believe I was on that show, man. It was like crazy. But, yeah, that definitely blew my DJ career up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It blew you up.
Yeah. And
I mean,
we actually did talk a little bit about the mission trips and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
great.
Well, I appreciate you, man. I really do. I appreciate everything you do for everybody. Okay, so before we get out of here, I need you to do me one quick favor. Wait a minute. First, everybody on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Comment, like, etc., etc. If you like, if not, at least you're watching it. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Give me the look. In 1, I need you to look at the camera. 2, 3. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. See you next time on the Johnny Laing Show with Johnny Laing.